Welcome to Black Femme Fashion News. I'm your host, Shanice. In today's news, we're covering a lot, okay? A lot. The past 2 weeks of fashion, girl, just everything's been happening. So in this news report, we'll cover events, big events. You'll see me later this week. We'll talk about magazine covers and collection drops. Because it's been chaotic. Mind you, Fashion Week starts this week. New York Fashion Week is February 10th to the 15th. So things are only going to get worse. But let's get into the news. First, this really should have been its own video, its own reaction video. I know now for later. So at the very tail end of January, The Cut released its fashion issue. And in that issue was a 5,000 plus word piece on Pyer Moss and what's been going on and why it's been hard to find Pyer Moss online anywhere or even on the streets, because not many people really wear Pyer Moss. I already know I'm baby reporter. I am in school studying journalism. This is such an amazing piece of journalism, especially for the fashion space. We don't get this type of fashion investigative reporting or criticism the way that we really should for a myriad of reasons. The piece written by Tahira Hairston, I hope I'm saying your name right, was released on January 30th for The Cut, called The Promise of Pyer Moss. Of course, Pyer Moss headed by Kirby Jean Raymond. Mind you, I don't cover gossip. I don't like little catty stuff. There's been many happenings I've left out of the news because I don't want no parts. This isn't that. This is journalism. The amount of people that are on the record of this article, the amount of lawyers, editors, and fact checkers that this had to go through to get published. This is journalism. The fashion industry isn't used to journalism anymore, apparently. But hey, so the article is linked in the description. When I tell you required reading. When I tell you all of fashion Twitter read this the morning it dropped, serious business. Excellent writing. I want to be able to hear it when I grow up. But anyways, the article itself addresses everything from misappropriation of funds to mistreatment of employees to why there aren't many, Pyer Moss pieces out there being worn by people outside of the Reebok collections. The couture show, all of it's covered. And the reaction, I'm kind of glad I'm covering this the following week, because when it first came out and I first saw those reactions, y'all pissed me off. I ain't gonna hold you, pissed me off. Again, people apparently aren't used to journalism in the fashion space. Apparently. The main thing that upset me, there are very few things that are more important than keeping food on the table and, a roof over your head. And if these ex-in-house employees put their name and faces to this article where they talked about the mistreatment and the work environment they lived through working in-house at Pyer Moss, they wouldn't be able to provide themselves anymore, because we all know this too. We all know what talking and speaking out against a ex-employer, especially an ex-employer that has, clout and money and resources, could ruin your life and get you blacklisted in your industry. That's nothing new. If you're watching this, you're probably positionally closer to being a worker than you are to being the big heads. We all know this. But for some reason, people forgot it in reaction to this. So, black in fashion. The plight of being black in fashion applies to people who are black in fashion at every level. The star celebrity designer, i.e. Kirby, founder and designer of Pyer Moss, star designer, as well as the admin assistant, the seamstresses, the head of operations, the marketing team, the damn social media manager, the publicist. They're all Black in fashion. Their experiences and their treatment while being Black in fashion spaces matters as much of that as Kirby John Ramon's. But the way that people completely continue to gloss over their experiences, mind you, from the article itself and the fallout that happened online, it was known that these problems were being had, within Pyer Moss for years now. And nobody's put it pen to paper and made this article until now. Which includes the mistreatment of these employees. These employees have been glossed over for years. They get the time and the space to tell their truth for this article. It's published in The Cut, a New York City-based magazine, in the fashion issue. The Cut. And still people gloss over and just outright ignore their experiences and what they went through to take the time to, y'all trying to put a hit on Kirby. This is what you get for being Black in fashion. Out of all this bad, they had all this energy to protect Kirby, Black in fashion, not the employees that they're actively closer to than Kirby, the star designer that's been backed by Black media for 10 plus years now, instead of those employees. If you're gonna say Black in fashion, it's Black in fashion for everybody. I don't care if it's the girl hitting send on the freaking emails. She's Black in fashion too, and her getting treated wrong is a problem too. Okay, I don't care who done did it. Her experience being Black in fashion matters too. And y'all over here having all this energy to protect Kirby and didn't say boo about those employees getting mistreated. Bad taste in my damn mouth. But I rest my case. This is why I said I'm glad I'm here over a week later. Because when I tell you, when it first came out and people was acting like that, I was spitting mad. Let's move on. I was spitting mad. Other aspects of the article, tale as old as time, really. The misappropriation of funds and this whole problem of designer and art maker not being good at running the business side of things is tale as old as time. 1,000,001 designers before Kirby's had this problem. There's 1,000,001 designers that have it now, and there've been 1,000,001 designers that have this problem later. This is nothing new. Some of the most influential and just big names in fashion have had the same exact problem. They've had the problem whether or not they keep the reins of the business or if they have someone they designate to. It just happens. The business side of fashion is real and it needs to always be taken into account, and it's difficult. We live in a time where we know and we see it every day how detrimental and harmful it can be to outright believe, or move as if anybody is above critique. We live and see this and we understand it in any other context. So many people in the context of Kirby just couldn't get that. Something about him receiving critique, they would rather be damned. Especially after this past September and what happened to Gabriella Carifa Johnson and giving critique to a star designer. That was a few months ago, boo. Y'all forgot that happened? Critique. What is art without critique? What is anybody without critique and accountability? Kirby be fine. That's the other thing that pissed me off. Everyone over here acting like this is a hit. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. People have done variably worse in fashion and had zero freaking problems. Like, what? I think I said my piece. But mainly, Black in fashion, everybody in fashion. Let's go beyond the designer to them Black employees and how they were treated. Let's talk about their plight. Let's stop ignoring them. They finally got someone to give them time of day after all these years, and y'all still read the full article. Reading is fundamental. Read the full article and ignored their bad taste in my mouth. Let's go. Let's move on. I'm gonna keep getting mad. When it comes to the Roc Nation Brunch, Y'all know I like to talk about things that I like. If I see something and I don't like it, I go, and I keep it pushing. I like to talk about things that I like. So for the Roc Nation Brunch, there was only like 2 things that I really want to talk about. Like, girl, Hallie's dress, make some noise. Make some noise, girl. I'm telling you, I'm so invested into Hallie's style evolution. Because I feel like once we get that, it's over. Once Hallie gets her style down pat, once we get her first solo project, because she wants to go more jazzy and stuff, it's over. I can't wait, girl. I can't wait. Besides Hallie's dress, Kelly Rowland's bob. Other than that, girl, I didn't see nothing like that. As far as what people were talking about online, Daniel Kaluuya, honey, get behind me, baby. If you need a shoulder to cry on, I got you, baby. I got you. I've seen somebody say that, I can't remember who, but someone did say that this is a bad picture of the suit and it looked better in person or from a different angle. I don't know, but I'm here, Daniel. And then we had Beyonce in custom Gareth Pugh. I didn't have many thoughts, honestly. I don't have thoughts about everything. Sometimes I just see stuff and be like, okay, and I just keep pushing. Until this past week, and trust me, we're gonna keep talking about throughout this video because we have to go to Grammys still. I did not know until this past week that y'all really had beef with KJ Moody, the Parkwood stylist. I did not know y'all had beef with KJ. I didn't know. But the past couple days online have been nasty But yeah, as far as style, that's all I really saw coming out of the Roc Nation Brunch. So we're going to move on. The 15% pledge second annual gala happened. That's where the most fashion actually happened. I'm sorry. Out of all these events, the most fashion forward one was the 50% gala. So the 15% pledge, their goal is to encourage retailers to dedicate 15% of their retail space to Black-owned businesses. And I think did I say it on here? And I can't remember if I said it on here, if we were even on YouTube at the time, but the 50% pledge had this applications open to receive grant money from them, basically. They had like 3 grants to give out. Award winners include Sergio Hudson, 54 Thrones, and Hyperskin. Aurora James looked stunning, and Christopher John Rogers. A lot of the girls were wearing Aliettes. A lot of the girls were wearing Aliettes. I love that for them. Having Alliette money, people were wearing Harbison Studio. People were wearing Bed on Water. We had some designers wearing their own designs. I'm just gonna keep rolling the pictures because this is the best the fashion is gonna get for this whole video. Okay, girl, my camera is dying. Let's get to these Grammy looks. There is very few that's actually worth talking about. Let's just start, okay? Let's start with Lizzo. Lizzo, congratulations on the Grammy. Congratulations. I need you to talk to your stylist because why did they put you in Designer Unknown? If you were watching my stories, I was so hyped for this look. It was so beautiful, so colorful. I was so overjoyed. And then someone had tweeted that it was Designer Unknown. It's Designer Unknown in 2023. People are still wearing Designer Unknown. And y'all putting Black celebrities in Designer Unknown. So Lizzo, I need you to talk to your stylist and to tell them no. Never again. We can find good stuff elsewhere. Please. We had Miguel in Diesel, head to toe Diesel. Listen, denim on a black tie red carpet. I love this though. I don't care. Like, what? This is the most cohesive piece. It's very much on the pulse of what people are loving in fashion. He has his own little floor length moment, but in ombre denim. Like, I'm not mad at that. With the denim boots too. Like, I'm not mad. And he was posing too with it. Thames and Vivienne Westwood. Thames is so gorgeous. How am I gonna say anything against Thames? So gorgeous. Lucky Day, this outfit, I didn't see it till the next day. I didn't see it the day after. And honestly, I'm showing you this picture only because the pictures of it on the red carpet don't do it justice. The lighting doesn't do it. It looks good like this. Cardi B won the night for a lot of people with her carpet look. Stunning, structural, and then she changed for the show and presented in a piece paying tribute to Paco Rabanne. May he rest in peace. It's worth taking the time to look at the work of Paco Rabanne. Amazing designer. Will be sorely missed. And she looked great. Great. Honestly, I prefer the Paco Rabanne tribute over the actual red carpet look. I ain't gonna hold you. Girl, Jasmine Sullivan, that Phyllis Hyman biopic, no comp. No competition. None. You can't look at this and tell me you're gonna audition somebody else. You're gonna interview somebody else for it. No. She has the role. And then Kendrick was wearing Martine Rose. Now y'all know I don't know menswear. Kendrick is wearing like complete Martine Rose. Black designer, black British designer. One of the most prominent black designers in high fashion right now. Martine Rose. Yeah. This is what Kendrick is wearing. I'm okay. I like that. And as far as Beyonce goes, there's more than one look. So the picture that came out on Instagram while she was at the show, which is probably why she was late, was what we're thinking, announced we won the 3 Grammys. Insane. How I feel about this look, it's one of those situations where I just go, and keep pushing. I don't specialize in critique, y'all. I'm sorry. Honestly, my favorite part of this is the headpiece. The headpiece is exciting. I like it. I like that they turn so you can see the 3 dimensions and how it shifts. I like that. I like, especially since we're in a period now where people are talking about how little people are accessorizing. Where's everybody's necklace? So a great headpiece is a moment right now. I'm sorry. All black look is Schiaparelli. Schiaparelli posted and said that she's wearing the black mirror corset, the silk velvet column skirt, and a pair of black velvet gloves. So the whole thing is Schiaparelli. Custom Schiaparelli haute couture for Beyonce. Again, it's a full black look. I don't know what I'm supposed to say about a full black look. And then we have this custom Gucci gown. Custom Gucci. This seems to be the look causing the most dissent and outrage online. The bustier part isn't doing it for me. It just disjointed and it's a little bit too close to her skin tone. I don't know. It being so close to her skin tone, but also so starkly contrasted in both texture and color to the entire rest of the gown, is just like, okay, it kind of segments her look off a little bit too much. I don't know how to explain it. It looks like there's not enough cohesion going on between herself and the 2 parts of the gown. So the dissent around this look, I understand. The 3 things connecting all 3 of these looks, all styled by KJ Moody. They all have texture in the fabric. You have visible texture. And all 3 of them are custom. They're all custom. First look, the pink cone moment thingy, that was custom Balmain. And then the custom Schiaparelli. And the last 3 segmented look is custom Gucci. I want to hear what y'all favorite look from the Grammys was, because honest to goodness, it was kind of quiet as far as it went for fashion. Like the glam teams, the hairstylists and the makeup artists, they showed out for the Grammys. Otherwise, when it came to the threads, it was kind of quiet. But if there's anything that you saw and you like, okay, I like this, put it down in the comments. I would love to hear, would love to discuss. And that was it for today's news report. Until next time, which will be Thursday or Friday, stay stylish, y'all.